Hello everyone, welcome back to Crone's Magic Corner, my online Facebook community. I'm Rachel Arazo. I'm headmistress of the Crone Academy and wonderful owner of this fantabulous community. Let me make sure that I have sound first of all, because I want to make sure with the amazing announcements that I'm going to be giving today that everybody can hear me just fine. And that technology is on my side. Now, if you're coming in live, be sure to say hello to me. Let me know how you're doing. If you are watching this afterward, whether this is on YouTube or it's on my website, seriously, still comment below or shoot me an email and say hello. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up comments on my computer as well so that I have a better place to see them, because what I want to do is I've got some amazing announcements I want to give you. I'm going to give you a lot of information on what's going to be happening, and then I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor to questions. So those that are watching the replay, you can choose to listen to questions or not. You might hear somebody have a similar question that you had, or you'll see on the page that you should be watching this on, or that you'll have a link to, you can go ahead and chat with me individually. There will be buttons all over it that say if you have questions, you can go ahead and shoot me a message. Awesome. Hi, Anna. I hope you're doing wonderful. Awesome. So, what is this gigantic announcement? I've kind of talked about this a little bit, but officially, first of all, Merry Imbolc. It is the world starting to come out of winter. Light is returning to the world, and I find it so ironic that today's the day that I was actually going to go ahead and tell everybody about this. It's super fun. So, a while back, I posted in my Facebook group, like here in the group, that I had this gigantic epiphany and I needed other people's opinions about it. Because it's been a really big thing for me to want to give you guys content that matches. Because I found out within this past year, like throughout 2018, I really excel at helping and teaching those that are starting with their divination journey and want to make multi-figure businesses out of it. So you've seen my Facebook group change, you've seen my communities and my website and things like that change, so that I am supporting each one, supporting your journey from maiden to crone, because I find it so really important that we maintain that spiritual kind of level, right, throughout our entire business. At some point we need the masculine, at some point we need the feminine, and then we need to combine the two. So I found out that I'm really good at that, being able to help other people. And I got this epiphany because I was thinking to myself, I just want to have more students. And it's not even a money thing, it's more like I want more students because I feel like I could help so many more people. So what would be the best way for me to do this? And I got some downloads it was the week before that really gnarly full moon blood wolf lunar eclipse that we just had last week. The week before I had some really gnarly downloads, and I'm like, oh, I should do this. So the download that I had, and some of you know this because I've asked your opinion about this, to get your feedback and to tweak these programs to make sure that they work for you, is instead of going along how usually other teachers do, how once they have a program, they tell you about it, they talk about it for like 2-3 months or a month, and then it's full or they're tired of it, and then they talk about the next one. I personally don't like that. It's really icky. I don't care when other people do it to me. So I thought, why would I want to continue doing that with my own community? I don't like that. I like having it really high vibe and really nurturing. So because the Crone Academy is supposed to be the only online divination school that takes you from maiden to crone through building 1,000% confidence in your abilities and creating a sustainable business, and then doing nothing but that business to support your life and your family and all these amazing things, why don't we do semesters instead? So every 6 months, I'll tell you, these are the programs that are available. This is our enrollment period, like an actual college would, and you can choose which you would like to be in. And if you miss it out, that's okay. It'll come back around for the next 6 months. Because the idea is I really love live programs where I get to meet everyone and talk to them live like this. I like pre-recorded programs are okay, but it was never really a big thing for me because it gets outdated very quickly. With something live that I continually do, then I'm able to update it and answer your questions like literally right there and make sure I've got clarity and things like that. So I've decided that from now on for the Academy, I've got at least 5 years on this doing it this way, that from now for quite some time now, I am going to be releasing programs and semesters every 6 months. We're gonna have summer semesters and winter semesters, and they'll start. The school year for the Academy will be from March to August. We take a break, and then it'll be October to March. It'll go like that. And the reason being is then you're able to have a break before we have the Samhain Social, which was really wonderful last year, and we're going to continue. And then that allows me to change up the programs. So we can still introduce new divination. We can still introduce whatever topics that I feel like are really important for what has been happening. So first off, do I have everyone so far? Does that make sense of opening up the Academy to doing semesters? So give me hearts and likes if that makes sense. Even if you're on replay or if you have questions about that, on whatever medium I choose to put this video on, seriously comment and tell me, or book a call with me and let me know, and we will talk about it one-on-one. Of course it is. Okay, so, and this is the way that it's going to go, because there's always that worry of when you have levels or when you offer different programs that you're going to be left behind, that you're not going to have as much attention, or there's this worry that the teacher is going to have favorites because she or he would rather be in some other program or doing something else, right? And that's something that I wanted to avoid. So every single one of these programs are specialized and personalized. They've been run a few different times. I know the content like the back of my hand because it's either I've done it myself or I'm currently taking students through it as well as having done it myself, right? So all of these programs, each level of the semester for the Academy will have the opportunity to work with me one-on-one, okay, in a group setting, in VIP sessions, in coaching sessions, and our top one has the opportunity for retreats and for masterminds, right? So the idea is, ideally, what I would love to see everyone that wants to be a student of the Academy, what they do is you might come in as a maiden first, and then 6 months later you can come in as a mother, and then 6 months later you can come in as a crone, and then you've graduated, or you can stay in and try other courses that come circulating through. It's whatever you want to do. But that is the idea of what is in my head and what I have been ridiculously excited about and been gushing over. So if you want to read along with me on what I'm going to be walking you through, I'm going to go ahead and pop the link here, which, by the way, today enrollment is open. You can seriously start this today. You can go take a look. Boop, I'll pin it. That way, you know exactly what I am talking about. So when you hop on the page, first off, because I know one of the questions is, how do you even know where you fit? Some of you in the group don't know what level of the Academy you even fit in, or what level of this community you fit in. There's a little quiz on here, a little 3-question quiz for you to figure out where you most fit, right? And if you have issues about it, or if you have questions about it, you know I'm always available. You can always hop on my calendar and we will talk about it. Because the idea then is I want all of my maidens to be 1,000% confident in their abilities. And completely master one form of divination. We're all lifelong students. but I want you to be so confident in it that if you choose to do it professionally, you will have no qualms about that. My mothers, I want you to be running a business that you can do from home, and you can be with your kiddos, or you can sit in your pajamas and eat candy corn all day, or do whatever you want to do, and be able to heal people in the world the way that you would like. And then my Crohn's, you're already doing that, but I want to take you to multiple figures. I want you to continue having that balance between the masculine and the feminine, while also being able to, you know, really up level yourself using passive income, or starting to build your team because you're CEOs. Start building and bringing people in that are constantly going to be working with you, whether you're in person or online, whether you're a healer, a teacher, a maker, or a reader. No matter what kind of business you have or what kind of abilities that you have, as long as you are within the metaphysical bracket, I want to help you and I want you to be successful, right? So let me see if there's anything so far where people had questions. Nope. Okay, it's looking okay so far. And again, I am welcome to chill here and answer any questions if you have any. So first of all, to give you an idea, we're going to start at the bottom. And we're going to go from maidens to mothers to Crohn's. Okay, and like I said, if you have any questions, I will go ahead and answer those at the end. So, my maidens, you will be put into a live group program upon enrollment, like literally it's available right now. And there's actually 20 other people already in there waiting to come and welcome you with open arms. Like, yay, we have more maidens! All my current divination students, this is where they're chilling. And they've been waiting for this, and I spammed them yesterday with all of the events. Like, it's all planned out, and the complete itinerary literally for each and every level, so you know exactly what we're going to be doing, is already on that page that I pinned for you. So first off, actually, even before I get to the classes, the idea behind this is that you can join me live in the group and ask me questions, or like all of my programs and workshops, there is a replay available. So if you choose to join us, and this is an invitation for everybody, if you don't take it, that's your thing. It doesn't bug me, but this is just an invitation. But everybody has class 1 day a week. We're not going to be taking up your time with that. There will be extra exercises. My maidens, I'll go over specifically what exercises they're going to have, but the idea is only 1 day a week will you have actual class. So then, if you choose to be in more than one level as well, you can do your classes all in 1 day and then you're done, right? So my maidens are at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. My mothers are at 9:15, and then my Crohn's are at 11:30. By 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, everybody's done with classes for the day. The hours that I work, everybody's done with classes for the day. And each of them has their own exercise and their own homework and things like that. So that is the times. That way you already know what it will be. And it will always be on Tuesdays, okay? My maidens, so like I said, you are going to be in a one-on-one group with all of the other members of the program, so you guys can all talk to each other and give each other feedback, because I'm really big on that. Let's be a community and let's help each other. But the cool thing about the maidens, because I want you to be proficient in not just a divination style, but also your psychic abilities and your magical abilities, because we have some witches in here who might want to be professional spellcrafters or make magical spell jars or whatever you want to do for a living. I want you to be proficient in all of those things, because those are really important even before starting a business. So you will always have 3 courses that we're going to cover in itty-bitty chunks throughout a 6-month period, right? So first off, you're going to get the new revamped tarot program, the intuitive tarot program. I'm going to teach you how I read tarot, minus any kind of keywords and memorization. I don't play that. If you know me and you've been a member of this group for a long time, I teach you through costumes. I teach you through colors. I teach you through music and staging and set design and how to intuitively create spreads where it's not a billion cards on the table, it's maybe like 3 to 5, things like that. So you're going to walk away with all of that. And plus, as a tarot student of mine, because I'm big on application, you need to practice this, you're going to get weekly practice readings. So every week, one of the exercises that you'll get during the tarot portion is a client is going to come in the group and ask you a question. So like, as an example, let's say Tuesday you have class, Wednesday the client would come in the group and it would be a thread and you can post your answers and pictures and whatever you want. And then Friday, I'll come in and tell you what happened after the reading. Because sometimes we don't get that, like we don't ever, a lot of the times, get that as professional readers, but as students, sometimes it helps to know what happened to the client after they're gone, right? So even if you choose to do this for personal reasons, then that can tell you, okay, how could I word this better if I'm going to do this for family? Or how could I learn to do this for more than just myself and make sure it makes sense on all levels, right? So, and if you want to look at the class schedule, like I have it up, you can go and take a look on every single week what we're going to be doing. So after we master your divination, we're going to master your psychic abilities. So we're going to do everything that has to do with your intuition, but without physical tools, which can be very hard for some people. And it's that confidence that you know what you're doing with just your psychic abilities, and so you don't use tarot or other kinds of methods as a crutch, right? So I'm going to teach you how to do this in easy exercises. Instead of having weekly client practices, you'll be having weekly psychic practices instead. I'm going to teach you how to do aura reading. I'm going to teach you how to do scrying. The only tool you might use is pendulums, because I'm going to teach you how to do pendulum work. I'm going to teach you how to remote view. Things that have to do with just your psychic abilities, I'm going to teach you how to do. And how to turn your abilities on and off, whether you're a medium or clairvoyant or clairgustant, if you're awesome. Well, all the other ones are awesome, but that one, like, it always tweaks me on clairgustants and clairaliens. But that is what it will look like. We're going to track your natural energy patterns using astrology and numerology. I'm going to teach you how to do seances and lead covens and do ritual work. Those of you that were a part of the academy last year and remember my elemental challenge, where for 5 weeks we took care of the witch's pyramid, and that was a really intensive challenge. We're doing it again, only revamped. So I'm going to teach you how to be incredibly powerful on a psychic level, and then also on a magical level, because the brand new course that the maidens are going to get is the Intuitive Witches course. So I'm going to teach you your spell work. I'm going to teach you how to develop a magical path and build a grimoire. And maybe I'll bring in a guest teacher and teach you how to bind one. Maybe. I have to talk to her about it. I'll teach you how to contact your spirit guides. Like I said, I'll talk to you about the witches period. I'm going to talk to you about the tools that you really do need for a practice, physical and non-physical, how to direct energy and protect yourself as an empath, things like that. Those of you that are in my area and came to Colorado Springs Pride last year, we did an empath workshop. I'm going to do that with you live in a really safe, sacred space and make sure that you are really protected. So by the time my maidens are done, 1000% confidence in everything that has to do with your abilities and with learning a divination style and being a magical practitioner. And the thing about my witches is we will be talking about spiritual paths, because I find it really important to learn about that and figure out if you were you, if someone else had to be you for a day, what would they have to believe? I'm very big on you needing to learn how to do that. So we will be going over that. I'm going to teach you how to research and figure out what paths you go with and you don't go with. So open-mindedness is really big for me. I'm not going to take any judgment from anybody, and I'm not going to tolerate it if you mess with other people, right? The last time that we did spiritual beliefs, I talked about Scientology. I don't particularly care for it, but I talked about it anyway in case someone might be interested. I talked about Christianity. I talked about Hinduism and Buddhism and Taoism and literally all the different paths, and I gave you a starting point for then you to go explore. So this is a perfect program for if you're a maiden and you really want to level yourself up in terms of confidence, have a very safe place to learn, and really build some lifelong friendships with other people who believe the same as you. And like I said, the maidens, you already have people in there. It's not like you're going to join a group and be by yourself, because you already have like 20 other people in there that are going to be learning along with you, right? So let me see if anybody has questions about that real quick. Let's see. Hi, Lena. Happy in bulk. Hi, Jennifer. Awesome. Yeah, like literally, Lena's in there, Anna's in there, Lauren's in there, Maya's in there, Mariah's in there. Like, there are so many people already in there, like, that are super excited because they're going to get to go through this again. It's amazing. Hello, everyone that popped in. If you have questions as we go throughout this, let me know. Just pop them in the comments and I will answer them all at the end. So then my mothers, right, that already feel confident, like, you are already the knees of the bees. You know who you are. You have no issues with it, right? Or you are feeling 80% confident, but you feel like you're ready to start a business, right? So those that join the Mothers Program will get a 6-month intensive course that's broken down into little itty bitty pieces, because you have to do that sometimes, that are going to bring you to 4-figure months consistently in your business. Okay, and if you don't know what 4 figures is, that's like $5,000, $8,000 months. 4 figures. Because that, I know that took me a good minute to figure out, because I'm a ditz sometimes. So we're going to have orientation sessions. We're going to talk about your motivation. I'm going to teach you how to break down your money blocks. I'm going to teach you how to brand yourself like you're a director. So I'm going to go over all the things that the tarot students will for how to do it with tarot readings. I'm going to teach you how to do that for your business, how now to manifest the ideal business you want a lot faster, like you're a director, with your stage and your lighting and your colors and your costumes and things like that that are authentic and don't make you feel fake, right? I'm going to teach you, I'm going through the schedule, how to build your soul offer tree and how to start booking those sessions. I'm going to teach you how to copyright like a playwright, right? I'm going to teach you how to create a sustainable plan, so even outside of the program, you will be able to make yourself successful and maintain those 4-figure months. I'm going to teach you the basics of community building and emails. We're not going to dig a lot into technology. I'm going to make you a master of how to maintain $5,000, $6,000, $9,000 months and almost up to $10,000, where we get into 5 figures, on how to do that with as little technology as possible. Because you really don't need that much, and you don't need to create a bunch of stuff immediately, even without a blog. I'm going to teach you how to do it without a blog, because then it takes away a lot of the stress and a lot of the financial things that sometimes new entrepreneurs throw themselves into, and they spend money on, but then have no clue how to use it. And if you already have those things, cool. Then you will have those waiting in the background for you to be able to tweak as we go through the program, right? I'm going to teach you how to do basic bookkeeping. I'm going to teach you how to network. Like, I like networking and collabing. I'm going to teach you how to do that. And in between, there's going to be lots of Q&A sessions for all of the programs. There's lots of Q&A where you can talk to me and ask me questions. There's lots of weeks where it's just an application week, so you can catch up, or you can focus on just gaining the knowledge and asking questions and things like that, giving you a break so you're not on information overload. So there's lots of things in between there. And for my mothers, because you don't get the weekly practice clients, instead, the first 6 people who hop into the Mothers for me will get the Maidens level for free. I'm going to give it to you. You're going to get unlimited Voxer support. If you don't know Voxer, it's the walkie-talkie app. So if you have a question at 2 a.m., I'll answer you when I wake up and I'm during my business hours. But you can send me as many questions as you want. As soon as you enroll, you can start using that now, right? So you can do that. And then you're also going to get a Start Your Intuitive Biz in 90 Days VIP session. You can get up to 4 hours. You can do them in 2-hour blocks to fit them whenever you are available to hop on. and we will literally bust everything that if you were to do this today and to schedule your session for next week on Monday, we could have you start going out and talking to people and have your offers built and know exactly what your audience is and everything by end of Monday. That's what the VIP is. And a lot of my 6-week Psychic Biz Starter students that the program is actually wrapping up next week, a lot of them really benefited from that, being able to sit down with me for a real good amount of time and work on their stuff. Because then it makes you super focused and you can ask me all the questions and we can build everything that you want to do. So that's my mothers. And I'm really excited about that because now I can finally have stuff for my mothers and my crones, right? So let's see if any of that was not clear. Let's see. That's okay, Jennifer. Like, we've already set it up, Jennifer, that we already have a couple of mothers and crones that are still going to be in it. But that's okay. You will get the maidens. You're going to be good. We're going to get you super, super confident. Don't worry about it. And then the last one. My crones. You get all the amazing stuff. And because you get all the amazing stuff, I'm only going to let 8 people into my crones. We've already got 5 slots filled. So that means you've got 3 more people that can hop into the crones. There's a reason for that, okay? So, whereas every 6 months we will have new maidens and new mothers, the crones will only be once a year. And the reason being is all the stuff. I am assuming that if you want to be a crone and get to multiple 5-figure months and beyond, that you already have established your business. You already have a little bit of a plan. You just need some tweaking, or you need some one-on-one coaching, or you want to work in a mastermind with other biz owners to be able to collab and get their opinions and things like that. You've already got a nice foundation. So that's what I'm assuming you have if you want to hop into the crones. Okay. If you don't have that, then I'm going to suggest you go a little bit lower. And then next year around this time when crone enrollment opens up again, you can hop into crones. So, crones, instead of being weekly classes, you're going to get every 2 weeks. Also because I assume that you got stuff going on and that you are pretty good. You're going to get monthly masterminds. Now, if you don't know what a mastermind is, that's where everybody in the program, all 7 other students, including yourself if you choose to take the invitation and join us, and myself will hop into a Zoom call. And if you have questions that pop up like, oh, I have a coaching package, or I have like a candle package that I really want to create and I want to put it together and I need some feedback on it because I'm not sure if it's completely right, we will give our feedback on you. We'll talk to you for like 30-45 minutes about what's happening with you, and everybody will get around. And you will have this, I think there's 7 of these as I went through and I made the schedule. But you will have these on a consistent basis enough, plus the group, to be able to do that together, to be able to help one another, right? Because sometimes it's more than just having the one-on-one coach. Sometimes you need to talk to other biz owners, right? So you have that opportunity. Plus, every month you will be able to schedule 1 coaching session with me, and you can claim a VIP day throughout the program. So my crones, again, because I'm assuming you're more advanced, we'll get a little bit deeper into technology. I'm going to teach you how to build a team. So get an accountant or get a VA. I'm going to teach you how to really work on your email automation and on passive income, because I am a beast at passive income. I'm going to be making, by June, I should be making $1,000 a month in passive income minimum. It's climbing up there. But I'm going to teach you how to do that and how I set it up so you have to make it once and it's done. I'm going to teach you how to break that money block. Like there's that ceiling for moving past 10K months that can be really hard to get through. I'm going to teach you how to do that. I'm going to teach you how to continue staying spiritual, because that can get really hard when you start growing and you start to get overwhelmed. We're going to get into doing challenges and webinars. I'm going to teach you how to do collabs and interviews, not just online, but also going out. So applying at psychic fairs and growing. maybe going to go do talks, maybe starting retreats for yourself, or running masterminds of your own, things like that. I'm going to teach you how to do that. For a lot of my crones are writers. Like, I noticed that a lot of my advanced students are writers. So I'm going to give the opportunity to write a book. That way, by the end of the mastermind, by the time we're done, you'll have it published and sent off. We're going to edit it. We're going to go through all that. And then, because I felt like it wasn't just enough to have it online, you'll have the opportunity to come with me, like come see me. All you have to do is pay for your plane ticket. I'll take care of everything else. But you'll have a ticket to an in-person mastermind with all of your other people, so you get to meet all of your buddies that you've nurtured relationships with over the past year, and you get to come and hang out with me at the Garden of the Gods Resort here in Colorado Springs. And we will have a 4-day retreat. You will also be able to participate. Next year in 2020, we're going to be having our first ever online psychic fair, where you'll be able to grab a ticket and you'll be able to come in and listen to like a week's worth of workshops. You'll be able to check out physical product vendors. All of your friends, or all of the people in this group and all over online that have some amazing gifts to share in the metaphysical niche, you will be able to talk to and be able to come see their stuff. So those of you who join me for the Crones, you'll be able to participate in that. And I'm not going to charge you anything. Any profits that you keep, any readings you do, coaching sessions you do, Reiki healings you do, candles you sell, whatever you make or you choose to have for your business, you will be able to sell free of charge. Right? I just want you to have a nice platform to be like, hey, I'm a Crone Academy student. Here's my shit. So that was a lot of information I know I gave you. And again, if you want to take a look at it, check out the pinned comment, or if you're reading this on the page, just scroll down and go take a look at the schedule so you can read through it on your own pace. And there's a little button that says if you have a question, you can click here to go chat with me and it'll take you to my page so you can ask me a question. So now is the part of the video that if you have questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments below. Like, seriously, give me questions. Or if you don't want to listen to the questions, you're welcome to hop off. I wholeheartedly invite everyone here, everyone in my community, everybody that I know, to come and join me for this, because I would love to have you on as a student, and I would love to be able to help you grow your businesses and your abilities and just flourish, right? So let me know. Lauren says, so the way I get this is we start at the maidens, then move to mothers into crones. Yes, if you choose to go through there, if you feel like you're already advanced and you want to skip through, go for it. That's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you that you can't do anything, right? So, but if you feel like if you want to build it up like that, you can do maiden, mother, crone. If you want to be linear. If you want to be contiguous, then hop all over the place. But that's a fabulous question. And actually, while I wait for more questions to pop up, I'm going to go get my charger. I will be right back. I'm still here. Gotta get charger. And of course, I was sitting right next to it. I didn't have to get up. I'm a dork. Okay. Because I want to make sure my phone doesn't die. Let's see. Woo. Okay. Let's see. Yes. There we go. Let's see. Is there any other questions? Let's see. Now this is being funky. Let's refresh the page and see if there's any other questions. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Lena, I just saw that you said that you were sick. I hope you feel better. Definitely take care of yourself first. Jennifer says, Maiden Programs is going to be witch instructive. Yes. Okay, so the Maidens program is all about building confidence on a divination, magical, and psychic level. That's pretty much what it's going to be. It'll be revamped versions of the courses that I did last year, which is the Start Reading Tarot Intuitively and the Crown Activate courses. Revamped, done live. And the new thing that I wanted to do, because there are a lot of magical people here that I knew about, that want to do witchy kinds of things for a living, is I wanted to instruct you on the basics of it. Give you a nice, real firm platform. That's how come we're going to talk about spiritual practices. I'm going to talk to you about energy bases. I'm going to talk to you about just literally everything that you need to know. We're going to go over tools. We're going to go over elements. We're going to talk about all the different paths you could possibly take and what holidays and how to set up your altars and how to build a grimoire and things like that. So that's what I mean in terms of instructive, and all of it will be live. Oh, I really loved this thing. Thank you for asking this question, because I forgot to mention this. Witches, as a little bonus for you, instead of having weekly practice and things like that, you are able to have a community grimoire. And the idea behind it is, when I last did the course, I went overboard with my correspondences. There were 14 pages of herbs that I made, and 15 pages of color correspondences, and fabrics, and liquids, and like, I went all out, because that's what happens sometimes when you're new at making courses, you overgive. And I didn't want that to go to waste, because I felt like it could really be beneficial for people. So there's a community grimoire that the Intuitive Witch program for the Maidens will have, where you will be able to submit spells into the little area, and other people can use them. I will share some stuff from my personal grimoire. I will share all of like those giant lists of correspondences that you can print and things like that. But that is also another little bonus. I forgot to mention that. Oh, and also, those of you that know of my Certified Crone Business Planner, my mothers get that for free, but the crones are going to get a specialty version, and my maidens are going to get a special planner for tracking your daily log and for magical correspondences and Sabbats and things like that. Well, maybe not Sabbats, because I don't know what spiritual practice you're going to be, but the basis of that kind of stuff. So that's also another little bonus. This is not, you aren't just going to get this. Even the paid courses that I have on the Academy Vault, you will have, like the Costume Your Cards and the Clairs and Wares and things like that. You will have that. The 6-week program, you will also have that. Like my mothers and my crones, you're going to have that. And as we build up things, I'll give you instructional videos. Like maybe one of your bonuses will be how to work Canva or MailChimp for mailing lists, or how to get started with WordPress and things like that. You're going to get all kinds of shit. So I'm glad you asked that question, because I didn't think about that. I completely spaced it. Let's see, Lauren says, I'm way too excited for things. I have to find something to do while we wait for classes to start. Yeah, so the cool thing about that is because enrollment is open now, and it closes on March 11th. Actually, on the page, you'll see a little timer. It ticks down. It's going to let you know when it's closed. The cool thing is that there is stuff to work on even before classes start. So you can do like every single section that there is, which made me mad that I wasn't able to do this on the computer, because I was going to show you the background, like what it looks like when you hop in. You will get to be able to access your bonuses. That's how come I'm like, maidens, you have an entire bonus section filled with the previous versions of the courses, which is like over like 100 hours worth of content. And then you've got all kinds of workshops in there that have like disappeared that you're able to take a look at. My mothers, you get to book your VIP session early and immediately hop on Voxer support, and I will start helping you. My crones, you can fill out the application for the retreat and let me know all your stuff. You can book your VIP sessions, you can book your first coaching session with me, and you can hop onto the Voxer support. You've also got some downloadables like my Focus Your Intuitive Funnel spreadsheet. You've got the planner that you can start using, and please don't print it out because that's like 325 pages. You can if you want to, but ooh, Kinko's is gonna love you. But it's a digital and a printable planner, so you can start filling that out and start using it. So you've got stuff that you can do now if you choose to. So don't let that be a worry. If you want to wait because you're afraid that you won't be able to do things, you can still hop in the group and get started on doing stuff now. And it's already ready for you. That's what I was doing today, was making sure everything was ready for whenever you decide to arrive, right? Let's see. I keep getting caught out of breath. See, Jennifer says, as a baby witch, I need that. Yay, thank you. I'm glad. Jennifer says, oh, you're speaking my language. An intuitive empath in me is getting more confident. My witch self is still struggling. Yeah, and that's the whole thing, is I want you to have that confidence, right? I remember being a baby witch going on Tumblr and like looking up the witchcraft tag and looking at all of the stuff. I still do that. But sometimes it helps to have a guiding hand, or like, and like I said, there will be opportunities for me to bring in guest speakers. Like if there's enough demand for it from my maidens, I might bring in someone to help talk to you about binding your own journals and binding your own grimoires and making it magical. Last year, the maidens all had Q&A sessions, and some of them went over sigil work. One of them talked about how to stay cool during the holidays, like dealing with family as an empath. You're going to get all of those. So you'll have stuff to do. And if you have mythology questions, maybe I can hop on with my hubby and convince him to come and talk about some more pantheons besides the Norse one like he did last year, you know? So there's all kinds of stuff, right? So it's, I really want this to be so high value, which, by the way, because probably with all the stuff that I'm telling you, you're like, how much does this fucking cost? Because it sounds like it's going to cost an arm and a leg. And that was my goal, was to make it not like that. So I will show you my screen. You can see the screen. So my maidens. Oh, yeah, my maidens. That's 4 monthly payments. You get choices. There's always payment plans. I like payment plans. You can choose to have $150 a month for 4 months, or one payment of $600. My mothers, you can choose 4 monthly payments of $375, 6 of $275, or one payment of $1,500. And my crones, you can have 6 monthly payments of $850, 8 of $650, and one payment of $5,000. And those aren't mistakes. I know I had a couple people ask me, like, is that a mistake? No, I'm meaning it. Because this is the first time we're running it. So whoever hops in, this is a founder's rate. And I am big on giving value without overworking myself. Hence why we have breaks, and we're going to have Q&A sessions and things like that. So don't worry about me burning out. I've made sure that that's not going to happen. And don't worry about yourself burning out from all of the knowledge, because think about this. You will have half a year to work on this stuff. And even if you don't finish in time, this is a lifetime thing. Once your payment plan is done, you will continue having access to it. Like literally, as soon as you hop on and you make your first payment, you'll register to the website and you'll be good. Right? You'll be able to access everything. The groups aren't going to disappear. I'm not going to disappear. I'm going to be here. And that because I don't want to be that headmistress of a school that just books it because people aren't paying me anymore. I'm not that kind of person. Like there's some maidens that I have that they finished their payment plans like 8 months ago. Some paid in full right from the get-go, and I still want to give them support. I would rather do that than, skip out. I have no problem about it. So that's why I've tried to make it as easy as possible. I've had, which another question, some people asked me, would I be able to put a down payment and then change, then be able to have a different monthly rate? Yes, you can do that. Just shoot me a message. Let me know when you want to start. I'll send you an invoice for the down payment, and the following month we can start on your own kind of custom schedule. If you want to do that, go for it. If you have issues with payments, tell me. All of my students, they know, as long as you tell me and you keep me updated, I will be just fine. Just tell me. So if you had questions about that, I hope that answered. Let's see. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Lisa. Speaking of my students, Lauren says, are the classes in the Maidens group going to change every 6 months? Wonderful question. Fabulous question. And that's because we talked one-on-one about this. You were one of my people who reviewed it. So yes, the thing about doing this live each and every time is I will ask you every once in a while, what you think of the course, what you wish would be added, because then the next time it comes around, or if there's time I can fit it in, but the next time it comes around, then it will have that. My maidens specifically, your divination course is going to change every 6 months. That is along with if there's any tweaks in content. So this time around it's going to be tarot. And if you miss it this time, next time we'll be talking about palms. And then maybe next time we'll talk about tea leaves. And then maybe next time we'll talk about runes, if I can convince a certain somebody to hop on and do a runes course. So it's going to shift every time because it is a divination academy, right? We're not just tarot. So if it's all about learning different divination styles, we're going to relate them to previous things that we've learned. But I want you to become all kinds of, all masterful in all different types of levels, right? And even if, like, I see Jennifer talked about help a wifey out. Even if he doesn't, I have some wonderful students that teach runes and astrology that we could talk to them about being guest teachers about. Because that's the winter semester, which I'm not going to give too many spoilers yet, but the winter semester is going to have guest teachers come in. I've already started planning. I'm big on planning, guys, hence why I made a giant planner. Hi, Tracy. Yes! I love you, Tracy. Yeah, so Tracy might do it because she'll be a crone this year. So she might hop in and teach a course. Yes, I'll do a crone's course for you. Yes. Yeah, so is there any other questions? Because I love the questions that came in so far. And if you don't want this, you can straight up tell me. If you do want it and you just need time to digest it, I know that everybody's incomes are different. This is just an invitation for you to come join me, right? Because I would love to be your teacher. I would love to be your coach and to see you succeed. That's what gives me the most happy dances. Like we talk about business owners doing the happy dance every time they get a sale. I do that every time a student messages me and tells me that they had another breakthrough or they sold something or they had an amazing reading, and I'm just like, yay! It makes me so happy. So that's what makes me have my happy dance. So if you have more questions so I can help you get to that point, seriously, just let me know. Oh, let's see. Let's see. And it says, I like your idea. Looking forward to see what the new maidens are going to look like. One day there might be a mother too, but one step at a time. Ah, I'm excited. Yeah, actually all of my maidens, if you hop over into the group, especially because yesterday I was revamping it and spamming you guys with all the new events that popped up. Sorry. If you go and look at the new pinned post and click on the start here picture, you can take a look at the exact schedule. You can also just go to the events tab and take a look at the exact schedule and get everything down in your stuff now. So that's something to talk about. But you can take a look at it now. Let's see. I'm excited though. and my daughter is waking up, and we're gonna go to the magic store. We're gonna go get crystals, and I'm gonna get embolic stuff. So if that is it, I hope everyone has a fabulous day. If you have any questions, seriously, reach out to me. There's like 4 different buttons on that page that if you have questions, talk to me. So come talk to me. I am more than happy to talk to you about this. And I hope everyone has a fabulous Imbolc. I will be talking about this. Like I said, enrollment for this closes on March 11th. We start classes on the 5th, but enrollment closes on the 11th. So you'll miss the orientation session, but it'll be available for replay. And even though, oh, this was another concern, if I'm over here on this side of the world, right, I'm in the Western Hemisphere, I'm in Colorado, I have students in Australia, and I'd be happy to have people in different time zones. Replays will always be available. If you have any special accommodations, like I'm working on getting subtitles for all of my lessons because I have some hard of hearing students, and my ASL is so rusty. Seriously, just let me know. Don't let those things inhibit you if you really want to do this. I'm more than happy to help you. So I hope you have a fabulous day, everyone. I look forward to seeing you in the Academy for our summer semester if you choose to be with us. And I shall talk to you later.